Let's talk about Our Lady of Sorrows. So today, September 15th, we commemorate feast day of Our Lady of Sorrows. And so we all know that in this life, the Blessed Mother definitely did endure many sorrows. And so we know that when she presented the Lord at the temple, the prophet Simeon prophesied about how a sword would pierce her heart. And of course, he definitely prophesied about the suffering that the Lord would later have to endure during his crucifixion. And so also too, we know that the Blessed Mother went through the flight to Egypt. He also too went through the suffering of losing the Lord for 3 days. And so he went through a lot of sufferings, and of course the ultimate suffering that she endured was at Calvary, when she had to witness her beloved son being crucified. And definitely we all know that in this world there is sin, there is brokenness, and because of that there will be suffering. And so we know that none of us sadly are immune from this. But the example that we can take from the Blessed Mother was just how, even though in the midst of her suffering and sorrow, she trusted in the Lord. She placed all her hope in the Lord. She turned to Him and she stayed at the foot of the cross. And so that is a very powerful message that we can learn from our Blessed Mother, who of course always brings us closer to the Lord. And so this Sunday, September 14th, we actually also to observe the Exaltation of the Cross. In the midst of the green from ordinary time, we saw red being used this Sunday. And so of course that reminds us of the sacrifice of God that He made on the cross for us. Of course, during this feast, we also to remember the place where our salvation was born, and that is the cross. The cross is a symbol of hope and victory, a victory that was won by Christ. It is amazing that we definitely get to commemorate these 2 days side by side, because of course the Blessed Mother stayed at the foot of the cross of her son. So to end today, I would like to share a couple of words that actually happens to be the motto of the Congregation of Holy Cross, whose patroness actually is Our Lady of Sorrows. So they're celebrating a feast day today. Their motto is Ave Crux Spes Unica, which is Latin for Hail the Cross, our only hope. And indeed, hail the cross, our only hope. Let us all continue to look at the cross as a sign of victory and know that Christ has won the victory for us. And let us continue to stay close to our Blessed Mother and follow her example of just placing all our trust in the Lord. Remember, to Jesus through Mary. And so God bless you guys all. Continue to keep the faith.